Hello, Unity College Student Ambassador Sarah here. I just finished week 1 of ESCI610 Environmental Analysis of Atmosphere, Soil, and Water. This week, after introducing ourselves to our classmates and getting oriented to the course, we dove right into discussion of current environmental impacts of the fossil fuel sector of U.S. energy production and started gathering preliminary resources for our final project. Hello, Unity College Student Ambassador Sarah here with my ESCI 610 Environmental Analysis of Atmosphere, Soil, and Water Week 2 update. This week was an introduction to some common sources of toxic air emissions in oil and gas production, as well as some of the major techniques for sampling, analyzing, and monitoring criteria pollutants. Our discussion this week focused on opacity monitoring, and for our homework assignment, we drafted up mock memos in which we described and explained regulatory standards and testing techniques for emissions from reciprocating internal combustion engines, or RICE. Hello, Unity College Student Ambassador Sarah here with my Week 3 update from ESCI 610 Environmental Analysis of Atmosphere, Soil, and Water. Following last week's broad introduction to monitoring and analysis techniques for criteria pollutants and air emissions, this week we focused in specifically on greenhouse gases, aka GHGs. Our discussion topic this week was leak detection and repair, or LDAR systems. And for our homework assignment, we researched and recorded a short presentation on GHGs, what they are, how they're produced in the oil and gas sector, as well as some methods for assessing their abundance and climate impacts. We also had our first project check-in, submitting a draft of our final project report. Hello, Unity College Student Ambassador Sarah here with an update after week 4 of ESCI 610 Environmental Analysis of Atmosphere, Soil, and Water. This week, we examined the practice of flaring, some associated environmental impacts, and methods for assessing flares in oil and gas production. Hello, Unity College Student Ambassador Sarah here with a Week 5 update for ESCI 610 Environmental Analysis of Atmosphere, Soil, and Water. This week, we focused on oil tanks, tank batteries, and secondary containment systems such as dikes and berms. We discussed monitoring techniques, potential impacts from system failures, as well as regulatory requirements and methods for spill cleanups, mitigation, and remediation. Hello, Unity College Student Ambassador Sarah here with my Week 6 update for ESCI 610 Environmental Analysis of Atmosphere, Soil, and Water. This week we focused on equipment and procedures for evaluating common pollutants such as organic contaminants and heavy metals in municipal and industrial wastewater. Our class discussion covered some of the relative strengths and weaknesses of grab versus composite sampling, as well as pros and cons of various analyzers for evaluating criteria pollutants in wastewater. Our homework assignment this week elaborated on these themes through the lens of one of our own local wastewater treatment plants. And we also had our second course project check-in, which was a nice opportunity to make sure that we're staying on track for the final position. Hello, Unity College Student Ambassador Sarah here with an update after Week 7 of ESCI 610 Environmental Analysis of Atmosphere, Soil, and Water. This week we got to dig into, sorry, I couldn't resist, methodologies for evaluating soil quality. This included our weekly discussion and homework, which explored how physical and chemical soil properties are measured, current approaches to soil sampling and analysis, and some of the techniques we use for assessing organic and heavy metal contamination in soil. We also shared our final project drafts for peer review and suggestions. Hello, Unity College Student Ambassador Sarah here with my Week 8 and final update from ESCI 610 Environmental Analysis of Atmosphere, Soil, and Water. This week our class discussion and homework continued examining soil monitoring and analysis, specifically emphasizing how hydraulic fracturing, aka fracking, impacts soil, We also wrapped up peer feedback and submitted our final course projects. I have really enjoyed learning more about industry standards and legislative requirements for air, soil, and water quality monitoring over the course of this term.